stumbled across this really interesting quote by Kant that my divisions in pure philosophy almost always turn out to be tripartite has aroused suspicion. Yet, that is in the nature of the case. If a division is to be made a priori, then it will either be analytic or synthetic. If it is analytic, then it is governed by the principle of contradiction, and hence it is always bipartite. If it is synthetic, it is to be made on the basis of a priori concepts, rather than, as in mathematics, on the basis of the intuition corresponding a priori to the concept. Then, we must have what is required for a synthetic unity in general, namely 1. A condition, 2. Something conditioned, and 3. The concept that arises from the union of the conditioned with its condition. Hence, the division must of necessity be a trichotomy. So this is Kant, taken from final footnotes in his introduction of the Critique of Judgment. And what's striking here is that it sounds really Hegelian, with Hegel's kind of tripartite movement, the way he constructs his categories and concepts and arguments in a sort of threefolded way. But here we have it in Kant, long before Hegel. And Kant's reasoning here is that, well, it's part of the nature of the thing, the nature of die Sache. So to recap, we have a condition, what then is conditioned, and then the concept that springs out of the union of the conditioned and of the condition and the conditioned. And it's like we have here an idea of being and nothing from Hegel's logic, where becoming sort of springs out of being and nothing, right? So once you have being and nothing, that move or development, that then becoming becomes clear. But how well does this really map onto Hegel's way of thinking? And can everything be boiled down to conditions and conditioned? I think that it's something that's really fruitful to investigate further. So maybe we'll do a longer video on this. But it's just striking to see how crazy Kant can get, and that how far he went despite himself.